Hello, everybody! This is Yobi2 coming at you with my series review for Love Stage. Now, just to start this off, even though this was a BL series, even though this was a yaoi, I truly enjoyed this series for the fullest. It was a breakout hit in my book. I couldn't wait each week to see the next episode, so let's get into this a little more. Now, this is an interesting series. This is about Azumi Sena. And Azumi is an otaku. He loves manga. He wants to be a manga artist and everything. But he comes from a family of entertainers, a family of celebrities. His older brother Shogo is a huge member in a band called Crushers. His mother is a famous actress who's known throughout the world for her acting. His father is a famous singer, a world-renowned singer. So he comes from a family that expect high things in the showbiz industry. And 10 years ago, his parents starred in a commercial called Love Wedding. And this showed his parents acting in this bit of getting married at this wedding. And then the couple throw the bouquet and it gets caught by two kids. Now the two kids who caught this bouquet are Ryoma, who is later on is this famous drama actor, and the other one was Azumi. And Azumi was playing a girl at the time because they could not get the female girl who was supposed to show up to play that role to play it. So Azumi stood in as the girl. But Ryoma did not know Azumi was a boy. And for these 10 long years, Ryoma cannot get Azumi out of his mind. He is in love with Azumi. He cannot get past his feelings for this person he met and acted with 10 years ago. Now, with this in place, 10 years later, Azumi is a huge geek, huge manga fan. He goes to college. He's in the manga club. He's trying to become a manga artist, even though he can't draw for shit. His artwork is horrible. I don't know about the storytelling, but he can't draw for shit. And 10 years later, the people who did the ad Love Wedding want to do a follow-up. They want to do a follow-up where the two kids who caught the bouquet in the original, it's 10 years later, they're getting married, and they're having their own wedding. And this means that they're bringing Ryoma back. And their family is having Azumi come back as well and play the bride. And their family has a live-in worker, someone who works with the family, who manages the family, everything named Ray. And Ray is doing his best to work with Azumi to get Azumi to join this showbiz career and do this. He figures if we can get him to do this, maybe he might do some other stuff and work with the family and be a whole showbiz family. And in the end, Azumi does this. And Azumi looks-wise, he is very girlish. He is very pretty. He is very slender. And if you did not know otherwise, you would guess he's a girl. He is that pretty looking. And in this process, Azumi dresses up as a girl, puts on a long wig, does the ad with Ryoma, and unfortunately they did not tell him at the end of the wedding scene there is a kiss, which Ryoma kisses Azumi. And Azumi is like, what the hell is going on here? Why do I have to kiss a dude? And in this process, Azumi does it. He basically runs off and goes to his dresser room. And Ryoma comes back and he's like, I want to meet this person. I want to get to know the person I have been in love with for 10 years. I want to get to know her. And Shogo shows up. And Shogo is with Azumi. And Ryoma is like, I don't like you, Shogo. You're always annoying. You're pissing me off. And Shogo goes, oh, so you're having fun with my little brother. So this hits Ryoma heavily. He's like, holy crap, the person I thought I was in love with is a boy. How can this be? I thought I was in love with a girl. I can't be with a boy. And he goes through these stages where he's trying to figure out how he truly feels for Izumi. Because he's like, did I love Izumi because I thought Izumi was a girl? Or do I love Izumi because Izumi is Izumi? And he puts the moves on Izumi a couple times. He helps him out. He foams around like a puppy dog. And in this process, Izumi starts looking at Ryoma as either a friend, a text buddy, or a brother figure at first. And that's the thing. Later on, Izumi tries turning in his manuscript to try to become a manga artist. And he gets shot down horribly. And this puts Izumi into a huge rut, a huge depression, and he ends up showing up at Ryoma's place. Shit goes down. Izumi basically goes like, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. I am so depressed. You can do whatever you want to me, and I don't give a crap about it. But Ryoma doesn't want the relationship to be like that. He wants Izumi to love him back. And finally in the end, Izumi decides, okay, I will join the family business. I will enter the showbiz business. And he ends up at the press conference to die down some weird rumors that there is a affair going on with Ryoma, and that Izumi was a girl, and they basically do a lot of interesting shit. So, in the end, Ryoma is still going with him, and he says to Izumi, I can't stand, you're so cute, everyone is all over you, I want to know if there's something solid. So the rest of the 10-episode series is basically Izumi trying to figure out how he truly feels about Ryoma. How he feels about Ryoma. Does he see Ryoma as a brother figure? Does he see him as a text buddy? Does he see him as a friend? Or does he see him in a romantic sense? And this was a very good series. I liked the slow build-up with Izumi as Izumi is slowly figuring out how he sees Ryoma in return and what he does. And we have a climax at the very last episode, the 10th episode, which was really well done. But in the end, I felt it was rushed. I felt they could have given us 2 to 3 more episodes, which would have given me more, because I felt this relationship was, I liked the way they builded the relationship up between these two guys, and everything. I liked how Izumi was as he was figuring out his feelings towards Ryoma, he was always referring to Rei, the family Corsart, the person who lives in the family and helps the family manager of their affairs. And this was a really good. It had a lot of strong yaoi elements to it, references to BL manga, talking about guy-on-guy sex, and maybe some guy-on-guy at the end. But still, it was well done. It had humor thrown into it throughout the series, which lightens it up, which made it fun for me. It made me able to go like, ha ha ha. This is not super always serious. It's got a couple laughs here and there, and I enjoyed that heavily. But in the end, I wish they gave us 2 to 3 more episodes. I felt it was rushed at the end, but still, it was a good series. I kind of don't want to see it dubbed because I loved the voices of Ryoma and Izumi in Japanese so much. They made me feel so connected to these characters so much that I can't see them dubbing it and keeping it at the same feeling either. But still, this was a good series. Guys, if you're willing to be open-minded, check this out. Girls, if you love yaoi, check this out. Thus, this is the Old Boy 82 saying, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. This is 82 signing out.